How many times you go into a company, you have a customer service rep who's been there for 10 years. In some companies you might find one or two. At Delta, it seemed like almost everybody had been there for 5, 6, 7 years. And so I mentioned in a meeting, I said, we really need to develop this. And Brad Rutta, our creative manager's eyes just started beaming, and I think within 30 seconds he was in my office after the meeting saying, I've been working on this for a long time, here's my ideas, and it just evolved from there.
We did a very similar campaign like this with our professional relations group who works with our dental offices. They wanted to make sure that when they walked into a dental office, people recognized them. When our professional relations staff went into those offices, they were received with warm welcomes. Hey, I know who you are, I've seen you before. And so we knew that it would work.
It started with some simple ideas in our meetings within our marketing team. And then as we started going out, we said, let's start talking to some of the employees about this and seeing who we could get involved.
So we did some preliminary screening interviews with people from all over the organization, and they had a great message to share. They told compelling stories about it. And then we had some hard decisions to make. Because of everybody we screened, everybody was good.
Then it really kind of evolved into what other tools could we develop. So we looked at what are we going to do with the web that's going to be different than you see in other campaigns. We decided to use a microsite.
But we're really taking it to another level when we start to provide individual clips, links to their social media connections, all of that stuff that's going to really drive from that website.
Why would somebody want to talk to an insurance company through social media? The answer is we're not entirely sure. Part of our job as a marketing team is to figure out the tools and the means that our stakeholders want to communicate with us. So it's really about giving them new tools that we can use to help develop our relationships. We had time restrictions as well as monetary restrictions for developing it, so we got creative. I think a couple of the key lessons that a marketing person could really learn from what we've developed is, number one, how important the buy-in is from your management team, and second, to have that trust level from them that you're going to execute the campaign effectively. And it goes back to marketing 101. Just make sure that that message is true and people are going to value it and appreciate it.
So we had to really look at our people and say, do we have this type of environment? Do you have people who are going to stick around 2 to 3 years, 4 years? Do you have people who have been there 30 years, 37 years with the president? Do you have that type of environment? Then showcase those people, because they're great. They have a talent and a knowledge base that no stock photography, no actor can compare to, because it's really about the people in the end.